Hello F1 fans, we are here with another interesting video as we've got some exciting news to share with you today. The F1 world is stirring with curiosity after a recent statement from Alpha Tauri team principal about Red Bull's Sergio Perez. The talented driver's future with the team seems uncertain, and everyone is wondering who will replace him. The anticipation is tangible, and we can't wait to find out what's really going on behind the scenes. Stick around because in today's video, we'll dive deep into this gripping story and uncover the truth. But before we do, let's take a moment to look back at Perez's journey to the present. We'll explore how he got his start in Formula 1 racing and his impressive track record. By understanding his past performances and actions, we can better analyze the current situation and his future as well. So sit back, relax, and join us as we take a closer look at the latest news in the world of Formula 1. Get ready to hear the thrilling story of a young man from Guadalajara, Mexico, who fell in love with Formula 1 at a young age. That boy is none other than Sergio Perez, and this is his journey in the world of Formula 1. Despite facing seasoned competitors, Sergio's aggressive driving style and impressive pace quickly caught the racing world's attention. In his second season with Sauber, he secured 3 podium finishes, and this catapulted him to sign with the prestigious McLaren team in 2013. However, Sergio's stint with McLaren was short-lived, and he returned to Sauber in 2014. He then moved on to the Force India team, where he spent 5 seasons delivering consistent performances and earning a reputation as a skilled and reliable driver. In 2020, Sergio joined the Racing Point team and delivered his best season yet, securing his first ever win in Formula 1 at the Sakhir Grand Prix. Sergio's success in the sport was undeniable, but he still found himself out of a ride for the 2021 season. But the stars aligned and Red Bull Racing quickly snapped him up as a replacement for Alexander Albon. Since joining Red Bull, Sergio has faced a few challenges, including crashes and missed opportunities. But he has shown time and time again that he is a force to be reckoned with on the track. But then, in the year 2021, he secured his first podium finish for Red Bull at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix 2021, and followed up with another podium finish at the French Grand Prix 2021. Sergio Perez is a name synonymous with success and experience in the sport, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for this talented driver. So guys, now rev up your engines and hear all about Sergio Perez's thrilling 2022 season in Formula 1. It was a rollercoaster ride for the Mexican driver, filled with both highs and lows. But ultimately, it was a season to be proud of for Perez and his team at Red Bull Racing. Things started off on a promising note for Perez at the Bahrain Grand Prix, where he qualified in 4th place and looked set for a great finish, but unfortunately retired just 1 lap before the end. He faced more disappointments later on in the season, with consecutive DNFs, a first for him in his Formula 1 career. But there were also plenty of amazing moments for Perez to celebrate. He achieved a record-breaking pole position at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix exactly 11 years after his first F1 qualifying appearance in 2011. He also secured Red Bull's first 1-2 finish since 2016 at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, became the first Mexican driver to win the prestigious Monaco Grand Prix, and finished second at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Perez's success continued with a win at the Singapore Grand Prix, his 4th career victory, and a runner-up finish at the Japanese Grand Prix, his first top 5 and top 6 finish at Suzuka. He also secured a podium finish by finishing 3rd at the Mexico City Grand Prix and helped Red Bull secure their 25th front row lockout at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, where he qualified 2nd and finished 3rd. However, there were some setbacks as well, such as crashing during Q2 at the Canadian Grand Prix and missing qualifying at the Hungarian Grand Prix. But Perez bounced back and secured his best ever qualifying position at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit, finishing 3rd and 2nd in the race behind his teammate Verstappen. He also finished 5th at the Dutch Grand Prix and achieved the same result at the Italian Grand Prix after slipping down to 13th place but making an impressive recovery by ending in 6th. Overall, it was a season of ups and downs for Perez, but his fantastic performances and achievements secured his place as one of the top drivers in the sport. Alright folks, we've talked about Perez's past performances, but let's switch gears and dive into his latest feats. Brace yourselves for exciting news. Perez has secured his first win of the 2023 Formula 1 season with a spectacular performance at the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. And if that's not enough to impress you, he followed it up with a 2nd place finish at the Bahrain Grand Prix, proving that he's a fierce competitor on the circuit. Now, we can't deny that the Australian Grand Prix didn't go as smoothly as planned for Perez, but being the resilient driver he is, he's not letting that deter him. He's already gearing up for the next race, ready to hit the accelerator and demonstrate his unwavering determination and skill to the world. Plus, we have the words of Alpha Tauri's team principal, who undoubtedly holds Perez in high regard. So there's no doubt that this racing superstar is destined for great things this season. The future of Sergio Perez at Red Bull Racing is uncertain, as team principal Franz Tost suggests that Yuki Tsunoda may replace him in 2025. Franz Tost, the team principal of Alpha Tauri, has suggested that Yuki Tsunoda may replace Sergio Perez at Red Bull Racing by 2025. According to Tost, Tsunoda will have had 2 more years to develop as a driver by then and will be ready for the top team. While Perez has a contract until the end of the 2024 season, the increasing tensions between him and Max Verstappen last season, combined with Tsunoda's promising performances, have raised questions about his future at Red Bull. This means that the 2023 season could be crucial for Perez in terms of securing his place in the team for the future. Sergio Perez's spot at Red Bull Racing could be at risk as Yuki Tsunoda, the Alpha Tauri driver, has emerged as a serious contender for the seat. Despite being overlooked in 2022, Tsunoda has shown impressive performances in the 2023 season, making him a potential replacement for Perez. Tsunoda's consistent driving style has been particularly notable, improvement from his debut year in 2021, and he has been closing the gap with his teammate Pierre Gasly. He secured his team's first points of the season in Melbourne, finishing P10 and 2 P11 finishes in the opening 2 races. Alpha Tauri's team principal Franz Tost has praised Tsunoda's recent performances, suggesting he may be ready to join Red Bull in 2025. If Tsunoda continues to perform well, Red Bull may need to decide whether to replace Perez with a promising young Japanese driver. Here is another twist in the story other than Tsunoda. With the announcement of Daniel Ricciardo's return to Red Bull as a test driver and reserve driver for the 2023 season, some fans have speculated if his return could pose a threat to Sergio Perez. Although Ricciardo has expressed his desire to return to F1 on a full-time basis, he has no interest in driving for a backmarket team. However, it's uncertain whether Ricciardo will replace Perez if the Mexican driver underperforms, especially given Ricciardo's lackluster season at McLaren last year, which has raised questions about his long-term prospects in F1. In short, while Ricciardo's return to Red Bull has yet to be confirmed, and it remains to be seen whether he can regain his previous form, his presence as a reserve driver does pose a potential threat to Perez's position in the team. However, for now, it seems that Perez's fate at Red Bull depends on his own performance on the track. So before we end this video, it is clear after our discussion that Sergio Perez's future at Red Bull is uncertain with the arrival of Daniel Ricciardo and the emergence of Yuki Tsunoda as potential threats to his seat. Perez needs to maintain his impressive form to secure his place on the team. It will be interesting to see if he can build a stronger rapport with his teammate and contribute to Red Bull's success in the 2023 season. So with this, we announce to end of today's video. We urge all F1 fans to stay updated on Sergio Perez, Red Bull, and the world of Formula One with more upcoming updates. If you enjoyed this discussion about Perez and want to stay informed on the latest of news and events in F1, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back with another exciting video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.